Hello, this is Tori with LANDIO. We have a 20-acre property on top of a mesa. This property has road access, mature trees, and power is just about 100 feet away to the north and a couple of hundred feet away to the west. The formation that this property sits atop of has an orangish pink hue to it, as you can see in these images here. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on new videos. In green, here we have the 20 acres highlighted. There's roughly 3/10 of a mile of road access along the entire west boundary. That road is named Julie Lane. There's power north of the property. This is about 110 feet north of the property. And then there's also power west of the property. This is just a couple hundred feet to the west. The elevation ranges from about 7,540 feet on the west side to about 7,600 feet on the east side. This middle portion along the east boundary of the property is where the elevation point is at its highest, which offers some expansive views. And here we have the topographic map. This 20-acre property is surrounded by public land. All of the green shaded area is National Forest land. Just north of the property you have the Cibola National Forest. This portion of the Cibola National Forest is about 300,000 acres. The purple areas are the Morro National Monument. This is just northwest of the property. And then to the east you have the National Monument, which is all this purple area here. The blue is state land, and the yellow is BLM land. This property is located in Game Management Unit number 12, where you will find pronghorn, mule deer, and elk. The property is located in northwest New Mexico. Here we have the 20 acres. Grants in the adjoining town of Milan have a population of around 14,000. That's just an hour to the northeast. And then to the northwest, you have Gallup, New Mexico. Gallup has a population around 22,000. That's about an hour and 11 minutes from the property. Then about 24 minutes away, you have the town of Rama. In Rama, there's a Family Dollar, elementary, middle, and high school. There's a restaurant, feed and seed store, and a post office. Albuquerque is about 2 hours and 15 minutes to the east. Albuquerque is the largest city in New Mexico with a population over 500,000. In Albuquerque, there are multiple hospitals, Home Depot, Lowe's, Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, Whole Foods, and there's an international airport in Albuquerque. Here we have the interactive map with the 20 acres in green. Just east of the property is the edge of the mesa. In some areas, it's about a 150-foot drop. And if we zoom out a little bit, you can see how the shape of the property runs parallel with the edge of the mesa. And if we look to the north and south, you can see the pattern the edge of the mesa follows. And the property is accessed from the west via the roads that run through Pine Meadows Ranch, which then connects to Carrizozo Road, and Pine Hill Highway connects with Highway 53, also known as Ice Caves Road. If you take this west, it'll lead you to Rama, and then you can continue on to Gallup. Here you can see the route from the property to Grants, New Mexico. And again, Highway 53 takes you directly into Grants, where you can also connect with Interstate 40. Then if you take Interstate 40 east, that's what leads you into Albuquerque. These are Google Earth terrain views. This is south of the property looking north. You can see the road access along the entire west boundary, power to the north and west. Further to the north, this is Highway 53. And then north of Highway 53 are the Zuni Mountains and the Cibola National Forest. Now we're southeast of the property looking northwest. Here we have the Morro National Monument. And now we're east of the property looking west. There's the edge of the mesa. This is north of the property looking south. And now we're west of the property looking east. These white circles represent some of the nearby landowners that have developed their properties to varying degrees. To the west is Pine Meadow Ranches, which are lots that typically range in size from 2 to 5 acres. But this property is not part of Pine Meadow Ranches. It is not part of an HOA. There are no covenants or restrictions. There's no HOA fees or assessments. Just the annual property taxes, which are about $150 a year for the entire 20-acre property. Having a property near the edge of a mesa is a unique attribute that's less common to find. And the land is fairly level, just a gentle slope to the west. And you have road access along the entire west boundary. There's power nearby. There's a lot one could do with this property, whether that be just pitching a tent and occasionally camping on the property, to staying on the property in an RV for extended periods of time. You could do a yurt, a tiny home, shipping container home, a barn-dominium, an earthship. If you've never heard of an earthship, be sure to check out our earthship videos. We'll leave the links in the description below. Another popular structure type is a barn-dominium. I've seen some really cool configurations where there's a large shop on the main level and all of the living quarters above with a big wraparound deck. Being elevated just a little bit would really expand the views. Or you could just have it as a place for you, your family, and friends to go if we get into another one of those lockdown scenarios like we saw ourselves in a couple years ago. This 20-acre property on top of a mesa with road access, mature trees, and power nearby is just $59,997. If you head on over to our website, landio.com, you'll find a lot of additional information about the property. There are over 150 images of the property in the surrounding area. Once you're on the Images tab, click View Full Screen, and then click the grid icon, and there you'll be able to view all of those images in a grid format. And the photos of the property are of the actual property, and these were captured in the winter within just the past few months. Yet it's a bright sunny day with no snow on the ground. On the Map tab is where you'll find the interactive map. You can click Full Screen, and that map will open up in a new tab. Under the details, you'll find information like the property taxes, which are just under $150 a year. Here we have the distances to nearby cities and points of interest, along with links where you can find more information about those locations. And here are GPS coordinates with links where you can open those on a Google map. This is a property with a buy now option available, which means that you can secure this property with a simple $499 deposit. That $499 deposit is credited towards your purchase, and we cover all of the closing costs. There are no commissions or fees, so your total purchase price for this property is just the $59,997. And again, your $499 deposit is credited towards that amount. The remaining balance may be paid by wire transfer, cashier's check, ACH bank draft, credit card, debit card, cryptocurrency, precious metals, or any combination of these methods. We make the whole process super simple, and it can be completed in as little as a day. The buy now properties are sold on a first come, first served basis, so the first person that places a deposit is the one that secures the property. To proceed with securing the property, just click that green buy now button. What that will do is add a deposit of $499 to your cart, then click checkout. Once you click checkout, this window appears where you enter all your contact and payment information, and then click pay now. As soon as your $499 deposit has been placed, this buy now button will automatically turn gray and say out of stock. If you happen to be looking at this property and you see that someone has placed a deposit and it's in the pending status, you may place a backup deposit that will secure your place in line in the event that the current buyer does not complete the purchase. If you place a backup deposit and the initial buyer does complete the purchase, 100% of your backup deposit will be refunded to you. It'll simply be refunded to the credit card that you used to place the deposit. And we've completed hundreds of sales throughout the United States using this simple buy now process. It's simple, convenient, and cost-effective for all parties involved. But don't just take our word for it. Click on the Testimonials tab, and there you will find over 20 testimonials from people that have purchased property from us throughout the United States. If you're new to Landio, I'd consider you taking the time to view some of these testimonials. If you have any questions, just simply click this contact button and fill out this simple form. You may also call or text us anytime. Our number is at the top of every page of the website. That number is 866-8LANDIO. That's 866-852-6346. And again, that number does receive text messages. If you like what we're doing here at Landio and you want to see more properties available, please support us by sharing our website, our properties, and our videos with everyone that you know. The more people that we reach, the more dreams of land ownership we can make come true. And it would be an honor to add you to the Landio family of happy clients. Thank you and God bless.